changed it, apparently. I surprised even me. Hello! Welcome back to Nat19. Gilligan's Grave. Unless YouTube asks, then it's Gilligan's Pit, because it doesn't like Gilligan's Grave analytically. Session 37. A Tale of Somnus Domina. It's us, we're here, it's us, hi. We're we, the we that we've continued to be for a very long time, except I like to think that we've changed a little bit. We've grown. We've taken things on. We've learned lessons.
Because I knew you, I have been changed for good.
War never changes. Unless you're in Metal Gear, then war has changed. What's up? It's us. I think this is our last game for the month, if I recall correctly. It is the 26th. Yes, this is next week, next week is going to be the day that we have off from our adventure. Last time we left off on a bit of a cliffhanger, but before I get to trying to find out who's going to tell me what happened with the cliffhanger, it's going to be Braden. Does anybody have anything that they want to announce or say out the gate to our people at home? Anything that they should know going into this week off that we're about to have?
Not really.
All right.
Yeah, I think we're clean.
All right.
Help.
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 Elp. No elp.
All right. I'm going to roll this die, and then I'm going to tell Braden to tell us what happened last time.
This is bullying!
Uh-huh.
Oh my god. Okay. So, we made it to the elevator that would descend us to the darkest depths. And we don't even have Carrie here to encourage unionism. This is bullshit.
I was avoiding making the same joke.
Sunday. We found the elevator that we needed to take. We possessed the orb to go downstairs. And we decided to take a little rest before the calm before the storm, as it were. And we had some really lovely interactions. Lilia's patched up Skarn. It's like, it'll be alright, Skarn. And then we had coffee in the morning. We had a very elongated conversation about the luxury of coffee. And then we descended and met Muntheris. And we fought. We fought a good fight. Lori went. I think Lori went down at some point. No, but he's close. Pepper did go down at one point and was almost kidnapped. It was a crazy fight. What is it called? Something growth. Vine growth. Thorn growth. Bush growth.
Spike growth.
No. Spike growth did a lot of heavy lift. Everything but. Spike growth did a lot of heavy lifting at the very beginning of the fight. Just a lot of craziness. And then our dear friend, should I call him that at this point? Our companion, who knows? Who knows? I don't know what his angle is here. Kathos dispelled Desmond's silence that he had cast in these last moments as Munthera seemed to be on her last leg approximately. And he wants to at least attempt, to strike a deal. It has seemed that Kathos has enacted his plan that he has had for a good chunk of the time and let us know he had, which was, hey, I'm gonna talk about the pit and trigger the Fae thing to make you all glaze over like a bunch of donuts. Leaving Pepper, leaving Kathos, leaving Muntheris. It's
And
one
Bagel.
battlefield. And Bagel! The one not donut of the group.
He's a cruller.
I love crullers. Everyone put your favorite donut. That's our question this week.
Or a fritter.
Or fritter, your favorite pastry. Your patisserie that you get at your... Sorry, okay, too silly. Jolene came out there for a second. And now we're here, and there's just the three of us. Catherine's gonna make a deal if he can try. Just the three of us.
Don't have the agency to try. Just the three of us. You and I and her.
I was able to eat my cheese and crackers.
Nice.
They're all gone now.
Oh. Alrighty.
Those were my
When your
game
friend-
cheesy crackers.
One thing that I should have noted is that we do not have Carrie today. Carrie is out there writhing in pain and sickness. They've caught the disease,
The plague.
the plague, the Black Death,
Yeah.
the Scottish fever.
Listen, it's hot out here. It's hard out here being an absolute hottie. And someone had to take the burden for the
Cut
rest
to
of
them
us.
looking terrible, just. They're just feeling nauseous and don't think they can focus on game today. So they are sitting out. They might join us if they feel better later. They have been informed that they will not be receiving another magic item for their absence.
Yeah. Yes. And the burden of Lawrence will be played by Braden Alexander at today's performance.
Because Braden didn't already have enough of today, definitely going to be dedicated to them and them alone. So they needed another character, according to Carrie.
Dedicated to me? I think it's going to be Logan! I
Listen.
like attention. But...
So at the end of last game, I'm going to switch us over to the thing. Whoop! We're going to get into it.
Okay, yeehaw. Okay, I'm Pepper.
At the end of last game, you guys indeed were on your way fighting against Moontheris in the Colindrite chamber inside of the Latch Temple of Destimus. You guys had made it down. She had awakened a horde of undead in addition to the followers she had brought with her. You guys fought against her. While you did, Kathos went invisible, made his way across the battlefield, snatched up the Colindrite, and announced the context of the parasitic memory curse. We'll call it a curse, even though it's not technically accurate, that was on the town. In doing so, freezed up everybody except for, as Braden mentioned, Heckin' Bagel, Pepper, Moontheris, and Kathos himself. He then declared that he wanted to strike a deal, leaving everybody else frozen. Now, just so everyone knows mechanically, we're just gonna consider any effects that everybody has to be in heckin' quantum narrative stasis.
Pause.
At the moment. Your stuff's not counting down. Initiative is technically, we're outside initiative for the moment until we do whatever it is that we're going to do. But any effects that you guys have, you have a retained concentration, and you guys are able to maintain the durations of your stuff. And just so you know, the status that you all have is you're not all like slumped over or anything. This is more just you all look like you're in a daze. Everyone just sort of stopped, and it's very as if everyone got flashbanged, just a mild, wobbly sort of attempt at focus in your eyes, but everyone is just standing about, glazed over, giving very mild reactions to any stimuli. Like anytime anybody talks, your bodies would shift roughly in their direction as though paying attention, but half-heartedly.
Oh.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, it's like in Gurren Lagann when Anti-Spiral puts him in the funny dream.
That's exactly what it's like, except with a little tiny bit of cognizance, but that's a very good example. It's like when Buta became a real-life boy and a Power Ranger and saw everyone frozen on the deck. I love Gurren Lagann.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Good job.
And you know what? That's
Good-
A, not a
good
spoiler
observation.
because it's super old, and also B, and nothing I said could possibly prepare you for the context of that scene. So, okay. All right. You're right,
Also, it doesn't
chat.
happen in the movies.
You could see, no, there was in the series, Buta had a
No,
whole...
I said it doesn't happen in the movies, though.
Oh, right, yeah. They skip over it.
Yeah, that's why I completely forgot about it. Okay, yeah, no, I didn't.
Alrighty. Heckin'. With that, with opening us back up into game with really only one active player, that being Pepe. Moontheris was about to turn her weapon onto the frozen party. She brought up her scythe and began trying to swing it. As she did, Kathos yelled out to her that he wanted to make a deal and that she should not move. As of that happening, Moontheris does seem to stop. She had a confused look on her face very briefly, and then realizing that Kathos has some kind of play here that doesn't seem to be aligned with either side specifically, her confused look would fade away, and a more amused, curious, but as usual somewhat unhinged look would cross back over her face, as though this entire thing was comedic to her in some way. Pepper, you take a quick look around, and as everything's happening, as there's a deafening silence with only the sound of water behind the emptiness of the caves, you note that Kathos also seems to be taking a moment, and his eyes are darting from person to person to person, as though he is also taking stock of exactly what everyone's state is. Well, this is happening. Is there anything that you would like to do?
I mean, you're giving me a moment to do something?
I mean, you have a time. Kathos stands holding the pale blue colendrite, the palm-sized orb in his hand. You can see his rocky fingers kind of wrapped around it fairly tightly. Yeah, you can do whatever you want to. One skeleton remains.
Okay. Do I do anything yet? Well, he's about to get into interrogate, and Pepper's like unabashedly not looking away at Kathos. She's not even. She kind of knows that Muntheris's curiosity has been spiked by this. She clearly wants to say something.
But what is it, says Braden to himself. Pepper wishes to speak. Let us wait until she finds the words.
Yeah, let's give me like, how long is session?
Another week?
4 hours. Yeah, ooh, that sounds mad fun. Well, I think Pepper is going to look over to Kathos. She will unsummon the Uchigatana right now.
Okay, but keeping the spell up.
Yes.
Okay.
She will turn to Kathos, kind of like a hand on hip, and go, well, are you willing to take some business advice at this time?
If I'm going to be honest, I was kind of hoping that you'd be down by this point in the conflict.
Are you hoping that because I'm... continue. You go first.
He looks over to Bagel, who is standing just like a scared cat up on all of like their 4 legs. He looks at them. And I was kind of hoping that since they were from these pits, that thing would be affected as well, but...
Bagel is anything. Bagel is tenacity. Are you sure about this situation? This is something you cannot come back from. And are you looking for opinions? 'Cause this is kind of looking like a fiend situation all over again.
As you say that, there is a sternness that overcomes them, as though in response to that remark.
No, that's not...
They look past you toward Muntheris. You know the location of the final temple. You found it whenever you raided the Church of Chankaragosh.
Pathos,
Gilligan's
that is a losing
pit.
situation. What are you going to do if Gotham comes back?
I wasn't talking to you.
You might...
He, resumes looking toward Muntheris. Gilligan's pit has become closed off by thorns that is related to what's binding these people right now. Allow me to leave here. You locate the final temple and Colindrite, and allow me to keep this one. In exchange, I will use my knowledge of the situation of the pits to prevent these people from challenging you again, just like I've stopped them now. You see there's a moment of curiosity as Muntheris seems to take that in, look briefly surprised. Their eyes look over to you, they turn their head, they tilt it toward you, Pepper, as though interested in what your reaction to that offer is.
I think Pepper's reaction hasn't changed. She grits her teeth and calls out to Kathos again. It's a bad idea. Think about it. For a moment. Even if you escape with the Colindrat, if this moves forward, the Academy is going to wonder who helped. This implicates you.
If they succeed in what they're doing, how would the Academy ever find out I was here? Besides, are you assuming that the Academy doesn't already hunt people like me the moment they set their eyes on me? What
I
would
know
that
they
change
do.
for me?
It gives you a fighting chance. And you haven't considered that we've got more to offer you. Our group is worried about the Colindrat, but they're worried about it now. If you give it mere moments after this all blows over, do you think Desmond's gonna be worried about a Colindrat? That they're gonna keep tabs on that? What you're looking for is immediate gratification when you can take but mere moments to wait for this to blow over. And that Colindrat could still might as well be yours.
Desmond has made it clear that he does not intend to allow me to keep this.
And Desmond thinks magic is stupid.
Are you saying that your friend has no authority in your group?
I'm not saying that.
So
Not
what
at
assurance can you offer me then that I can walk out with this?
I'm giving you an in. These people are of value to me. I didn't mean that as a dig at you, Kathos. I am trying to give you a true chance at this, where it does not turn around and bite you in the ass.
A chance to do what exactly? In my hand, I
go with
hold
the
the
crazy
chance to finally
choice.
achieve magic without the need for Vestius.
Right.
This
I'm
is something
saying
that
wait
your
a little
group has
bit.
expressed that they would want to take away from me. If I wanted to
The only
just
outspoken
escape,
voice is
I
Desmond.
could do that with a snap of my fingers.
And yet you're willing to strike this debate with Moontheris.
I don't want to be hunted by this group. They scare me far more than the Academy. You couldn't understand.
And what is that?
You have
supposed to
family.
mean?
You have a home.
I have all to lose.
I have nothing to lose.
I know,
Even when
but
You see a very brief flash of magic come from the other side of you as you realize that Moontheris has cast some kind of spell. And as you turn to notice it, they seem to just have their hand on their chest, and as you two are talking, they appear to have restored their health. Some of it, at least. You recognize that they cast Cure Wounds on themselves. When you turn to notice them, they briefly just like, oh, don't let me interrupt. No, please. Do go on. As they're going to use their highest level spell slot to cast Cure Wounds on themselves.
Oh, this sucks. Oh, that's so many hit die.
Why'd it do that? That was weird.
God, why is this left up to me?
Pepper,
Kathos.
even when I try to make the correct choices in life, I'm still suspected of doing wrong. I've made the wrong calls in the past, and I've tried to escape from them. But it's in my nature to be untrustworthy. That's something I have to face. And my presence is consistently unwanted. If I have to be the sum total of everything I regret, then I'll embrace that. Otherwise, I'd be crushed under the weight of everything that people have told me I've done wrong. I'm going to achieve my dream here. And I'm going to die one day knowing that at least I was good for the one thing that I wanted to achieve. Even if I'm the only one who's ever proud of me for doing it.
You have a chance to change that. Here. I've tried my best to see your actions in the positive light. You aren't made of just what people think of you. I am tired of hearing people say that. So, what is it that we're presumed to be constantly? That we all become what our enemies think of us? I'm asking you not to do this because you could change how they see you.
Do you think so?
I think some of them are set in their ways, but that doesn't mean they speak for the entirety of the group. And they know better than anyone that in hard times, hard calls have to be made, and you have forced my hand here. And she's... Oh, God. I guess I'm gonna engage with the Moon Theris while having this conversation with him, because I'm not letting her heal any further. So, Pepper is gonna summon... What do I do? I have to fight. I can't, I guess I would summon Ujigatana and at least make a go of attacking Mintheris at least a little. I can multitask, so if you have any, I'm willing to fight for this because I know you can turn this around.
So just to be clear, before I get into anything else, are you committing to attacking Moontheris at the moment?
I don't know, Logan. This is horrifying.
Indeed.
This is a rock-a-hard place, Moontheris and Kathos. This is my nightmare. I mean, what can I do? Personally. I can't speak for the others. What can I do that could change your mind?
I'm not sure that you could do much of anything. I admit that I made a mistake when I attacked all of you the first time. I've apologized for that before. Whenever I summoned up fiends to attack you, admittedly, I only knew that someone had used a teleportation circle, and I thought I'd be attacking another mage. Whenever I saw that there was a child, whenever I saw the people I was attacking weren't other cutthroat mages, I felt regret about it. However, since then, apart from threatening the group with my not so terribly well thought out plan at the bar, I have been accosted into helping you all, offered to find this temple for you. I destroyed an item that might have helped me get closer to idomancy to save you and Lawrence. I put my neck on the line several times on the way here. I've trusted you all further than I've ever trusted anybody. And yet, every time we talk about our goals, he looks very upsettingly over at Desmond. That one states that I can't be trusted for the one thing that I asked for. Whenever I raised concerns about her, and he points over to Leuna, you all treated me like I was being ridiculous. But during this fight, she's proven she can't fight against her sister. I have had your best interests in mind the entire time. And yet I can't be trusted. Because my simple dream of being able to do magic on my own, because of the way I am, because of the major mistake I made whenever I bumped into all of you, that's the only thing that matters. I don't know what you can do for me. You couldn't possibly understand where I'm coming from.
Keep saying that, Catholics. You forget I am the bottom of the barrel where I'm from. I don't even know why I was chosen for this. Why they would put all of their faith in the one person they know will skip and fall every fucking time.
You should make sure you're on mic.
Ah! The person who will skip and fall every time they have put faith in me! And I don't know why! And every time I am trying desperately here. I came all this way. I can't even be my true self here, outside of these people. And even here, it's fucking shooting fish in a barrel, knowing what to say or not. I know that Desmond is set in his ways. But there has to be something we can do to make this worth your while. That we can... It's not worth them dying over. It's not worth her winning over.
You hear a voice. You hear Muntheris' voice raise up. You should come with us. I should do what? You should come with us.
Now
I
they're
can see
trying
in
to
your
recruit
eyes
you.
that you're one of us. You see the
This
world
is
for
becoming-
something that it could be. You live trapped in your own skin, trying to draw out something that is held deep inside you. Something you know others won't understand. If you come with us, we can make people understand. You can help us make a world that suits you perfectly.
Kathos, there is nothing better than victory against all odds.
You belong over here with us. With your own kind. With those who indulge in their true nature.
Do you hear her? This is her true nature! Look at how many people she has thrown away! If you decide to side with her with this, who says that she doesn't care about the Kondrat like that? Or the second one. Maybe they just found out that you care about one and they'll keep both. At least you know our angle. At least you know our fight, Kathos.
We only need one of them. Once we have it and we facilitate the ritual to bring Gotham back into a body in this world, we have genuinely no need for the other. And once an avatar of Gotham is established, getting the other one back for you would be easy.
Promises of a god of death.
Undeath.
They believe that undeath. Well, you have to die to become undeath.
That is not true.
Ugh!
I envy you. Pepper, I would like you to roll me a persuasion check
Okay, I'm
for
gonna
the
use
sum
my
total of all the
inspiration.
things that you've said up until this point.
I'm gonna use my inspiration. Why would you do this to me?
Sure, go
Why
ahead.
would you make it me? Why would you?
You're
make
the
it
only because
me?
you're the one that's been talking.
I know. That's why.
I'm just gonna say right here, because Lilia can't defend herself. when Kathos was being like, we can't trust Leona, Lilia was like, yeah, guys, I kind of don't trust Leona right now either. So, like, I guess, you know, fuck you too, guys. Just forget about the Banui here.
They're talking about the whole group, Rodney.
I know.
Okay.
Stop gaining and using inspiration. Just do it.
What?
Roll me persuasion with advantage.
Okay, I will. Oh God, this is off. Persuasion. Okay. Big money, big money, big money. That's a 9.
I'm going. I get to do this. Never. I'm going to roll a persuasion check for an NPC. Do you know how much that doesn't happen ever? Because there's never a reason for them to do that. But Moontheris is going to roll a persuasion check.
Wait, why do I have 2? One fatigue. Why is there 2 of them?
We don't know.
I only knocked out 1. Okay.
One sec. Because I think we bumped into that last time. I think it's just a weird little cosmetic error for the effect. I might need to get someone to look at the extension because you only have fatigue from one thing on you. Did it give you a -2 or did it? What should your modifier have been?
+7.
Okay, so for some reason the fatigue thing is going on you twice. I might ask a friend of mine to look at the extension and fix that.
I am emotionally fatigued.
I'm going to supplement
so it.
it.
Would be +6, right?
Yeah. So I'm going to supplement
10.
it with
A crisp 10.
You see Kathos looking between the two of you. His outer appearance is rocky. It's very hard to tell what he's thinking. And you see him look down at this colendrite, which he grips it in his hand, and as he does, it glows faintly. These small little wisps of this like chromatic magic shift around it as he rocks it back and forth in his hand, as if looking past it. You see him zone out slightly. I do envy you. I wish that I had found what you found. Traveling with you all to get here, I saw how carefree you could be in your lightest moments, and I knew that I could never really be a part of that, not unless I made myself useful. You're all fighting to defend a home or a family, but I have no place of comfort to return to. Only a lonely road that I've relegated myself to walk.
Words of comfort aren't always in family paths. They can also be made, Kathos.
I've always felt that this world was never going to accept me. I've come close to having the scholar put on me too many times, so I've always dreamt of what's outside of it. Thought about escaping from the world and its inane logic.
Then Vestius hasn't shown you all paths there are.
Vestius led me here. Vestius granted me the ability to cast magic. Vestius has always walked me toward my dream in one way or another. Though I don't understand why I was brought here. Not now. I was resolute. I knew that I had the ability to do this. I had hoped it would work on Moontheris as well. But for a single fleeting moment, before we came here, I felt accepted. I felt warm. And for that one moment, I felt like I was safe and I had found a place of comfort. You've never actually told me. You don't belong here, Pepper. These people are all trying to defend their home. But the fact that this parasite doesn't affect you means that you're not truly from here. You have no roots here. So what is it that you're trying to protect?
This was a task given to me. And if I succeed, Kathos, there is war and horrible things, lands and lands away from here, and there's something really bad brewing in the Strike Lands right now. My deal is that if I handled things here, my family, they would be moved. Exempt from whatever danger lurks in the darkness that I see when I'm there. It's never been cold there.
Is that why you took on the pact that you have?
No. Not really. When I say I was the bottom of the barrel, I was put in with the biggest fish you can imagine. Only to find out that this thing that I believed that I had a right to, that sensation when you know something should be pulsing through your veins. And no matter how much you read, no matter how much you write, no matter how many times you repeat the phrases, you find the components, nothing comes of it. If you are never satisfied, I am insatiable. I am constantly starving for this. This has been all of what I've wanted. And I failed. I watched it all fall through my fucking fingers, no matter how many hours I spent. When it came down to showing what I was made of, it was still nothing. You speak of wanting and yearning and longing. I know that feeling.
Roll me another persuasion check.
Oh, thank you, Logan. Come on. Okay, a 20. It's a dirty 20. It's a 14 plus 6.
I can clean it up. I can give it a...
Hold on.
21 counting for the double fatigue.
No, I fixed that. You'll notice
Oh,
there's an effect +1 on it now.
Uh-huh. Oh, big brain.
Yeah.
Okay. As you say this stuff, you see a small softening of expression from Kathos. And then you hear Moontheris. Your deal sounds fine to us, even if you don't want to come with us. We'd be happy to let you leave with that, as long as we could get safe passage to the other temple. The problem is, this one is unaffected by whatever you've done to these people. So if you want to make a deal with me, then you should dispose of her. That's my only condition for you leaving with that.
Of all the people to think of a coward, I didn't think you'd be you, Moontheris.
Oh, it's not for anything other than spectacle. Kathos takes a second. You see him roll the colander in his hand again. And then he grips it somewhat tightly. Moontheris, I had suspected that you might be removed from the parasite's effects because you were directly affected by the colendrite of the other temple. It's the only thing that separates you. They had described you as having channeled its energy before. The radiation in these orbs twists the fabric of reality, so it's not hard to imagine that it might have eroded your connection to the parasite affecting the town's memories. In that case, it's more than likely that the parasite is using the chondrite to enable the effect to begin with, which means the other one is likely not usable. I knew that. I was trying to bluff and say that it could still be of use to you. But as usual, I suppose, none of my lies work out. This time I'm going to have to sabotage myself, I suppose. But I've just come to a realization. Pepper.
Kathos?
If my hypothesis is correct, if a chondrite is being used for the parasite to anchor this effect it has on your friends and their town, if Muntheris is immune to it now because they channeled the radiation that came from the other orb, then that means
This one.
it's possible. You hear a sharp cracking sound. As you see their grip tightening on the orb that they're holding in their hand. It would be truly unforgivable of me to talk about having no place to return to, while taking it away from so many other people. I thought I had that in me, but like every other case where I've tried to bend other people to my will, where I've tried to write off other people for what they've done to me, I'm too much of a coward to follow through. You see another crack form, and you see the chondrite in their hand begins emitting light as they are gripping it. If this radiation severed Muntheris from this effect, then, and you see Muntheris stop for a second and take a sharp breath in. She assumes a very serious look, and she takes a step forward. As you see
I'm right there.
The orb cracks, and it breaks in half. Not in half, shatters into pieces in Kathos' hand. And I need to roll a thing. Actually, why don't you roll it? Let's say you roll it. We're going to use a table called the Idolic Conflagration table, which is when there's a big old burst
Conflagration!
Conflagration!
You can't just make words up, Maddie!
It's not made of words!
Conflagration is a word. Spell.
Give me the list.
There is a sudden burst of energy that sweeps across the area. You see that Kathos, you don't really, they'll be at the source of it, you see him get lost in the light as this shifting prismatic energy expands outward. I would like you to roll me, let me just check my thing. I'd like you to roll me a D100, we're going to say plus 15. So put 15 in the modifier window.
That's so specific.
Uh-huh.
Okay, let me get my 100. Oh, man. Oh, yes, I see where it is now. Wow, I am Boob the Fool. Okay. Come on, everyone. We can do this. Oh, boy. 90! It's... Lori rolled it. Thanks, Lawrence.
Okay.
What happens with a 90?
It's kind of fitting that Lori rolled it.
Magical energy is as this happens, and this energy sweeps over everyone. All of you who are capable of magic and have spell slots left. You all feel magical energy pouring and being pulled from your body as this eruption of energy pours over all of you. I need Braden to roll me. Roll me. Just roll me.
I'll do a barrel roll. Anything for you after that.
Roll me a D4 plus 2.
D4 plus 2. Okay, the D4. I know which one's the D4. It's the pointy one. The one you don't want to lose in your carpet. Let's go. Oh no!
Okay, so
6.
everybody, lose your highest level remaining spell slot. This may be nothing for some of you, but lose your highest level remaining spell slot.
Just one of them?
Somewhat.
Just one of them.
Sweet.
So like my
Oh.
other spell slot because I only have fucking 2.
Didn't you use both?
No.
Because didn't you did Gaia's Avatar and you did Tamamos, didn't you?
No, I didn't get to use Tamamos.
Oh no! I've got to sworn that you had a second thing going on. No, you did.
No,
'cause
I
you're
had
multicasting.
blur. I had blur. 'Cause
Oh!
of the scroll.
Yes, unfortunately that is the effect. So it's a 6th level spell slot, or if that's higher than any you guys have, the highest one. And I know for a fact nobody has 6th level spell slots. So,
Man,
There's a
I
f-
was hoping I'd keep my piddly little first level spell
the
slot.
last
Oh,
thing
well,
you hear
but-
from Kathos as this blast happens, and as you lose sight of him, is just, then this should. All of you, this eruption of energy blasts out. Once again, the area is filled with these small little twinkling, like starlight, like motes of light around the area. You feel that magic is pulled from you. But you all begin to resume consciousness, and you all regain your general memory of everything that was just said while you were out, as the effect on you fades. Munthera sort of slides back a little bit, and they look around trying to catch themselves. And Kathos, after this blast happens, and he's back here. He's
Oh,
back here. He
okay,
hits the
he's not
fleshy
gone.
pool of twisting mass that was under where the Colondride was. He appears to be down. He does not seem to be moving. All of you regain general consciousness. Is there anything, and I'm not talking actions, but is there anything you would all like to do or observe or what have you as you come back?
I mean, oh, the fuck button. I mean, if
He's returned from the
Are you
realm of
there?
dissociation.
No.
I'm back from the realm of dissociation.
That,
I don't know. So we.
Did you always feel like an out of body experience?
Yeah, I was like, it's weird, but we understood everything that happened. There.
yeah,
Is that what
you
you're saying?
unlike the other times that you guys have been in these trances where you come back,
okay.
this one, it's as if your mind catches up with everything that you just heard. You are cognizant of
Okay,
everything
'cause
that just happened.
My guy was about to come out like, murder,
Kathos turns, fires at him on the ground.
He
leap
fires the
forward.
shot, and then it's like a delayed the electricity. Oh,
Not even a grunt immediately. Fires there. Oh.
Oh my gosh! Little boy
You
noises.
don't. That doesn't happen.
Yeah,
But
no.
yeah, everybody. So yeah, you all come to. Munthera seems to be looking around to each of you. That's fine. Let's give this a try then. You're all aware that your memories have been inadvertently affected by a curse on the town, right?
Yep.
nah. I mean, like, kinda.
Explain some things. Doesn't explain why you're not dead yet.
And that you all find
Holds
that
up,
upon
though.
that being said, that does not
Cocks bow.
cause you to go into a trance.
Whoa!
She lightsaber ignites her scythe. She has a somewhat worried, but knowing, like, this minor sweat drop on, like, runs down the side of her face, and then just a meek smile. I thought so.
Now,
Don't
where
try
were
me,
we?
Ferris.
Are we
Don't
still
try
in the
it.
same initiative, or?
We are going to go back to the top of initiative.
Woo! Could I have summoned back my Uji katana while Muntheris was doing her cool thing? So it's like one.
You'll be able to
lightsaber,
do it
two
on your turn. You
lightsaber?
didn't do it,
Aw,
so you,
man. That's
her thing
fair.
didn't have
You
any
gotta wait
mechanical
for your
benefit.
turn.
That means I'm still back to
Yes.
my ass one.
All right, Desmond.
Take the shot.
No, this one's not on me. He's gonna recast silence on Muntheris.
I don't think I took the effect off of you, so it's
What a
just
king.
let's just throw down the. What is it?
Roger Dodger pointers. Circle.
You make the pointer.
whoop,
Yeah.
20 and oh, there goes. Pointer circle. Whoop. And then move it on you. All right, eat up, guys. he's gonna just start reloading his gun. That's Desmond.
By the way,
bullet by
Braden,
bullet.
just so you know, you did succeed both of those persuasion checks. You may have rolled a 10, but even when you rolled a 9, when it was wrong, when Ferris rolled an 8.
I do like the idea of like this is what you're going to go with, and him looking over to me and there's like full on like yandere posing, like tongue out of mouth.
Like weird shit.
You know, I hadn't actually
kitty-
seen her before today. That's a fair point.
Her titties are just jiggling and have minds of their own.
Gynax
directions.
bounce.
One of them starts snarling and like biting at you.
Team
like,
Ninja co-ops the Gynax bounce. All right, Lawrence. Actually, hold on real quick, real
my
fast.
gosh.
So you cast silence? You casted silence just now? Is that what you just did? You did a silence?
Yes.
Oh yeah!
Could you
It
please?
begins!
Could you roll me a D100 plus the level of the spell?
D100 plus 2.
we gotta blow up shit.
All right.
As you cast the magic, you find that there's an effect in the air similar to in the first battle with the Colindrite happened. As who knows what is going to happen to
I'll
your
see
spell.
you on the other side as I'm directly affected by the disintegrate spell.
No, stop!
85.
85 is. Let's see. Does silence benefit from being cast at a higher level?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
Let me check. Boop. No.
Okay, no, sorry. Roll a D100, another one.
Another D100.
This is to determine whether or
some
not
modifier?
you are enriched or you are thinned out. Just a flat D100.
Second D100. 50. Middle of the road, baby.
Wow.
That
Literal
is
middle.
that is
Literal
exa-
middle.
If you got one higher, it would have been bad. I'd like you to know for 1 minute, so for the rest of this encounter, any spell slot that you use is considered one level higher.
Sick.
Sweet.
And that's specifically
That's
Desmond,
hilarious.
not anyone else.
Yeah.
Really got a 50 on a D100. Congratulations.
If you had a 51 or higher, it would have been considered one level lower until the end of the encounter.
I cast
man.
Hunter's Mark. No, I don't.
Wait a minute. All right. Lawrence, what's Lawrence doing?
Oh my gosh! What is Lawrence doing? Oh boy.
My man's convulsing in
God.
the corner like, I don't know what's happening!
Oh my gosh! I glazed over and Kathos was saying some stuff and then Pepper said stuff and it was really cool and amazing and beautiful. But then but there
Real.
Okay, Lori. Okay, Lawrence, what do we got here? What's we got? Okay, that's a reaction spell. Haven't barded in a minute. Give
That's
me a
fair.
moment.
I don't think Carrie's used too many of their bardics, by the way, so if you want to dip into those,
It's-
feel free.
Oh, so true. Amazing.
Yeah, they're basically getting the shit punched out of them by Minotaur.
I know. Gosh, I noticed I'm hurt really bad, but healing myself sounds like a bad idea right now. Because I'm Lawrence
Desmond,
and
I'm starting to think running at the Minotaur was a bad idea. Oh!
Do we have another intelligent, like, fucking skeleton somewhere? Wait a minute.
The dandy skeleton? We got one.
Oh, there he is!
Yeah,
What's up, man?
He's off in the corner.
Yo!
He has
over
had a
there.
bow just cocked the whole time, being like fucking.
Yo, it's my guy over there.
Feel
dude.
like I shouldn't interrupt.
he's kind of like our emotional support skeleton. I kind of feel conflicted attacking him.
Benjamin, no!
Bon Jovi, no! Oh gosh, okay, it seems like the time to go big or go home. And I'm gonna Lori is going to extend his hand and cast Thunder Spiral through the thing of silence.
Real
at
quick. Does silence specifically interact with thunder damage, Aaron?
I believe so, yes. Let me get you the
Never
exact
mind.
text.
Oh, my
Because
bard
Lauren-
brain.
Lawrence
Immune to
would-
thunder damage, and you're deafened inside it, so yeah. If it's thunder damage, they would be immune.
Never
sorry,
hacking
just to
mine.
clarify real quick, does it specifically say that? Because sound can just have
Yes.
4. Okay, then yeah, thunder
Sphere is
damage.
immune to thunder damage. And
Yes. Then no. Then thunder. Just so you know, because Lawrence would know this, because they would know their spell.
Yes,
Uh,
they sure would.
Yeah. Also, I don't know how you would angle that without hitting someone else.
That's fair. Okay, separate
pepper.
thing. Ah! This is working out great for me. Okay, I'm gonna try something new, cause I've seen this spell now and I've never seen Carrie cast this, so sure, we're here to try new things. Lawrence is gonna take out a dagger, and as he takes it out, he imbues it with boomerang weapon. Woo! Huzzah! And I'm gonna cast it at. Nah, I'm just gonna cast it at base level.
Could you roll me a D100 plus the level of the spell?
Yes, boomerang. It's 2. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I'm just making sure I do everything right. Thank you, Logan, for being wonderful.
D100 plus
Mr.
2.
Advisor. Yes, sir. Not sir like Scar and Sir, but 66! So freaking close! Okay.
Radiant mutation!
Almost got the-
Roll a D100.
Oh shit. 52?
What the fuck?
Oh, just 50!
Just 50.
So, the caster
Yeah?
has one of their... So, as he casts this, he brings up his weapon. He brings up... What are you casting it on? What thing?
So I had some questions, because I don't
Okay.
necessarily recognize everything in Lori's.
Okay, ask them.
What are the tantrum daggers
They're just
in
daggers.
comparison?
They're daggers
Oh.
that Carrie named the heckin' like temper and tantrum, so they could say that they're throwing a tantrum when they throw them, and then I don't think they've ever done it,
So
except for maybe once.
cute.
I know, I'm disappointed every time they don't throw a tantrum, but they're just
Oh,
daggers.
now I want to throw a tantrum!
So you're doing it on tantrum?
Yeah.
Okay, you raise it up.
This is for you, Caddy.
You raise it up. As you do, it begins to glow with magical energy. That glow then extends out, and you see that same prismatic, like chromatic hue on Lawrence's arm. So,
Oh my gosh!
real quick, at the start of each of their turns, Lawrence is going to take 1d10 radiant damage. I'm going to have to put an effect on
No.
Lawrence.
No,
Nice.
that's really bad!
Number 50.
It's really bad
Are
right
you
now!
fucking kidding me?
Yep.
You must be fucking
You guys
joking!
are stop cheating.
But, as their arm glows and becomes this glowing, radiant, supercharged weapon, they can also use their bonus action on their turns to make a melee spell attack or ranged spell attack of 30 feet with an attack modifier of, the spell was 2nd level, was it? What level was it?
Yes. Yes, it was.
10. The attack modifier is a plus 10. On a hit, the attack does 2d8 idolic radiant damage. So you can use a bonus action to use that arm to fire radiant energy at people if you wish.
Can I do it? I can't do it this turn because I just cast
You
Boomerang
just bonus
weapon.
actioned, I believe, so no, you can't do
Yes,
it now.
yes.
But now you can on subsequent turns.
Oh, if I stay up, I think I'm gonna do something really cool. Hey, Lilia, watch this! Oh, you can't hear me. Shit! I mean, dang it! I mean, shit! I throw the tantrum.
All right, you're throwing it at Moontheris. You make the attack. I'm going to create...
17?
That is it.
Yeah!
So real quick, remind us? Could you put boomerang weapon into the chat?
I sure can. You touch one weapon that has the thrown property, held either by you or a willing creature, and for the duration of the spell, that counts as magical. Anytime that weapon is used as a thrown weapon and misses, either you or the attacker can use your reaction to cause the weapon to swerve in the air and fly at another creature. Oh no. The creature who threw it then rolls another roll against
so
the target. If
roll-
this attack misses,
Yeah, I got it. Roll the damage of the spell, damage of the attack against Moontheris, and then the dagger will come back to you.
oh my gosh. Wait, the damage of the dagger?
Yeah.
Or the... Okay, yes.
The spell
okay.
doesn't add any
Sorry.
damage.
Yeah, I figured as much. Cool. Okay. And there are 2 iterations of it. I'm sorry I'm asking so many questions.
One
but
will
there's
say
one that
ranged
has
or
one-
thrown. It's the bottom. It's the bottom one.
I don't need any
Oh,
more.
good. Okay. Sorry, it was more. It's more damage dice. So I just
Before
wanted to
you,
make sure.
that's. I was actually gonna get rid of one of those.
God damn
It's okay. We'll just give him back 1 hit point. It was only the one. You throw it at them. It strikes them as the dagger soars toward them and cuts into Moontheris. They let out a silent reaction to it, and then as they do, the dagger swerves magically, moves through the air. It would go, except it's in silence, so it just quietly.
Laura's
And for
probably
like
making the
for like
sound effect.
2 feet. They would. They throw it as it goes through the air in the silence. They're just like, and it hits them. And, they're like, and then once it's out of the silence, there's like as it returns to their hand.
Oh, cool.
Fucking, I'm sure Lori catches it, does a little spin and a quiet shing.
Shing. Pepper. Lilia, you're still, Leona, you saw that for sure. Yeah. That's my turn.
All right. Pepper.
Oh, wait. Oh, no. I can do inspiration. No, I
Oh,
can't. 'cause
also,
used
I
my
should
bonus
actually note
action.
to you.
Yes.
So, I believe
It's got
that
so many bells
Lawrence.
and whistles.
Real quick, I believe that Lawrence has a thing. I believe it's them. It's either them or you, and I'm mixing people up.
Either way, I probably
Encore
will know.
action.
That is him.
Yeah. So just so you know,
Encore!
you can actually make 2 attacks with that dagger because whenever you cast a bard spell with a spell slot, you can make 1 melee attack against a creature within range. Oh, sorry, that's
gosh, that
melee.
was
That's
so
a melee attack. So no, you can't.
No, nuts. Okay.
Because it's
That's
not an attack
fine.
with a melee
That's
weapon.
fine by
It's a melee
me.
weapon attack.
Okay.
Okay, so never mind about that.
Okay, that's fine.
So
okay,
that was
we're
Lawrence.
cooking with gas. Yes, that was Lawrence.
Okay, Pepper's turn.
Okay, I need to line this up very well. Okay, let me see if I can do this. Let's see if I can do some zhuzhing. Also, why are there freaking? Of course, I get the 2 characters that have their turns right after each other. I'm trying to get on the verge of the circle. Maybe Pepper's going like as she's walking through, just making that obnoxious popping noise to figure out where the silence section is. Yep.
As soon as you get
Yes,
outside
yes,
its
yes.
range and you hear the pops go. They're just
All right, got
making
it.
popping sounds, walking, snapping their fingers one at a time. Oh, there we go.
Wow, Pepper's ADHD. They are stimming so much today. Pop off, Queen. Okay. Ooh, I'm exciting stimming because I think this will work. Okay.
I want you guys to hit
okay.
Moontheris
Oh,
really
dear.
hard so I can describe a scream as the silent Jake scream from Adventure Time. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but
I know exactly.
Hold on, because Pepper unfurls a piece of paper which has scroll of vacuum. One more
Never
time.
heard of that one.
I got so excited, my mouth didn't know what to do. Scroll of
Been there.
Valkyrie's Wrath.
Okay, so you're what level is Valkyrie's Wrath?
I only have it as a scroll. It doesn't say what level spell. Oh, above if you cast it at 5th level or higher, so I think it's a 4th level spell.
Okay, so you can
Mr.
cast
DM.
4th level spells. You don't need to make a save for it. In that case, I need you to roll me a D100 plus 4.
Plus 4. Oh boy. Come on, maybe we'll get a matching one with Lori where we're both dying
I
because
swear
we're
to
casting
God, if
spells.
you get another goddamn 101 Dalmatians, baby. Okay, so
Wow.
95 plus the miracle of truth. Heckin', the
Oh,
spell is cast at 9th level.
Okay, cool.
So
Okay.
could you put the spell in the chat?
Yeah, if it's cast at 7th level or higher, you can make this attack with advantage. I just want to put that out there.
Okay, put the spell in the
I'd
chat,
like to
please.
make this. Yeah, I'd like to make it with advantage.
So,
Okay.
so you are going to, let's see. So you need to make the attack with the scroll spell attack modifier against them. If it hits,
Yes, sir.
then it will do an additional 5d8 radiant damage, and also you're making the attack with advantage.
Yes.
So you
Yes, so
bring up
says-
your hand and you create this javelin-like arc of light. You become heckin' Gwen destroying the fucking dragons in the start of Dark Souls. You create this lightning bolt of pure radiant energy, and as you do, energy flickers, and as if copying it, a dozen other of these arcs of light appear in the air around you. When you throw it, they all throw together.
Oh
Go
my
ahead and make
God.
the attack with advantage.
op-
It should be an attack to make
the
it right.
gates of Babylon. Yes. I see
Kinda.
it.
Is there an attack roll to make from the scroll?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
there is.
Then make that against Moontheris with advantage.
Yeah! 18 to 25!
25 hits. I would like you to take the damage, drag it, add 5 dice to it by doing the right click thing, and then drop
Yes,
them
sir.
onto
1,
Moontheris.
2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you want to heal yourself mid-negotiation? I think not!
That's a, oh.
70 damage!
Oh!
You hurl arcs of radiant light toward them. They strike into them one after another. Sorry, I'm wrong, actually. As you throw the first toward them, they are struck. Energy wraps around them. They are lifted slightly into the air by the spell, and then arcs of light appear surrounding them, and then all pierce inward toward them. Like that thing, why can't I remember who they are? The penultimate boss of Elden Ring. That's what they do to you. Whatever. That was great DMing just now from me. That thing, I don't remember what they do. It's that. So you deal a
see it.
total of 70 radiant damage, unreduced, as they silently let out the Jake scream.
Yeah! I told you I was going to get it from you.
What a-
You know I bring it to you every ball.
I wonder if
And
I
then, let me see.
Here it is.
I think
could. In silence. All right. Is that...
I'm gonna get out of. Yeah, I'm moving. I'm moving still. No, it would
Radagon,
be. It
thank
would be an action. It'd be an action to, kind of, get the. What's going on in the flesh pit?
Who knows? Pepper,
Aw,
make
nuts.
a
Okay.
perception check.
Yes. Thank you, Logan. It's not. What if I'm listening for his breathing? Does that count as sound based?
I mean, there's rivers beside you, so that's be difficult. But it's yeah. You know what? We'll say it's sound and sight based. So please roll me perception with advantage. I want to let you in on something that's happening around you currently.
Yo, Logan is being cool today. Okay. Oh,
I'm being
boy.
all right. I'm a pretty cool dude.
And -1, so it's an 18, but that was a Nat19 for the folks.
So, Kathos appears to be alive and shifting. However,
But he didn't see
as
that.
you hear a cracking noise, the sound of stones severing as you listen for it, and looking over toward the edges of this entire area, it seems like after the blast, the structure here has begun to crumble. You see that a couple of the large gear towers, effectively, that were in this place seem to have stuck and have stopped moving, and you see cracks forming on the ground around you.
Interesting.
Hey guys, we gotta wrap this up. Place is falling apart around us. I'm so glad you guys are back.
Is that you,
What?
Pepper?
Yeah, that's me.
Skarn.
Hey, what's up?
Shooter!
How's it going? Let me move over here.
Lilia, you're on deck.
I'm gonna do this preemptively. I can do that, right?
Move over there, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Just making sure. I'm just preemptive. Hey, what's up, Kathos? How you doing? You tried to kill us or did you not? I don't know, man. I still fucks with you, bro.
I told you. Not everyone hates you.
Yeah, me too. Anyway, I'm gonna fuck with her, and you know what I'm gonna do. Sharpshooter.
Yep. Go ahead.
you know exactly. It's -5, right?
Yep.
-5 in that folding sky. What up, baby?
Ooh! That is a miss
Perfect.
unless you make it.
Yeah, you know what I'm doing.
Yeah, okay. Overwhelming advantage.
Overwhelming advance. A -5.
Are we not a sword saint?
15 to 20.
20 hits. Go ahead and add 10 to the damage, and go ahead. Ding dong indeed.
Let's fold her. 31.
You
It's
deal
mid.
31 points of damage.
Damn, that's crazy. What if I did it again? What if I did it again, sharpshooter? What if I tried again? Hubba! Oh. Hey, you're never gonna stop me. Try it again with that folding sky.
I know this
baby.
feeling so well.
16-21, baby.
That hits.
All right, 10. Where's the button? Boom. Can we get something nice?
Ugh. 27 points of damage. They look like they're kind of right back where they were before they healed themselves.
Wow.
God.
What, oh, that seems like it hurts a lot, doesn't
100
it?
hit points?
Yeah. Yeah. What if
That's
I dragon surge though?
Do
Have enough, right?
Do you have enough? You have 2 points left.
I have 2 points left. My dragon surge currently costs. Where do I see that? Yeah, it's 2.
Oh, well then there you go.
A button it press. Did I just press it already?
There should be a button to take him away. You did not, I don't think.
Oh, I didn't press the take away.
There you
button.
go.
There it was.
You are now out of
pressed it.
points.
Yeah, that's what I wanted. That's what I made sure. Okay.
You 2 shots with no overwhelming advances to speak of.
Yeah, I'm not trying it. But what if I? Oh, so close. So close to that 18.
That one's a
so
miss.
close to that 18.
Yep.
So close to that 18.
The
Well,
10 misses. One more.
Yeah, again. Gamba. What did I tell you?
And the 18.
Go ahead.
Give me something nice. That's 22.
Ugh. That's 22 damage. They take it. They take the entire damage. They look over to you and they look like they mouth something. You see a twisted smile on their face, a little bit of blood coming out the corner of their mouth, and they look like they say something in your direction, Skarn. And then as they start talking, their eyes widen and they like look down as if realizing, right, silenced. And they they make a motion. They're like, oh well, fucking, and then they don't continue talking. All right, is that is
For
that
me
you?
right now? Yeah, that's me right now. I'm pretty sure if I could think, she's yapping about the whole Gotham thing where they transform into weird things after they die. I don't know.
Insert Charlie Brown adult trumpet noises.
Womp, 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 womp.
Yeah. Skeleton 34 is going to take a shot, 2 of them, at Skarn.
Oh, what's up, bro?
Actually, no, they're going to take shots at Desmond.
Oh. Oh, yeah, he's dying.
The first one is a 15 to hit, which misses. Desmond, an arrow flies by you, and you become aware that there is one lone skeleton that had survived the skeleton slaughter from earlier. A second arrow flies toward you. That is a Nat19 for a 23, so that hits unless you do anything about it.
I don't think I have a response to that.
shoot?
Silvery barbs.
Oh,
I don't think they're within range. Are they within 60 feet?
They are not. So it wouldn't be able to
I
happen.
Figured I would shout it out. I was doing the carry.
They do
That's fair.
6 damage. You roll a concentration check. You succeed. Silence
What is
remains.
with this middle of the line Desmond today?
Hell yeah. Middle of the pack, let's go.
Instead of fucking, you guys know there's numbers between 1 and
C's
20,
get
right?
degrees.
You guys know there's numbers closer to 1 and 20, right?
Yeah.
Kathos is on the ground. He reaches up with his hand. And you just see him like,
What's up, buddy?
you see magical energy charge on his hand very briefly, and
You're trying to kill
as
me,
if
I
he's
swear to
doing
God.
something, and then as if reaching up into toward the heavens, his hand then comes back down, slaps onto his own chest, and he casts Cure Wounds on himself. As he does so,
Yes.
As he does so, I'm going to have him roll the thing. He cast that at 2nd level. I'm going to go ahead and he's a cleric, so boom, 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 boom. Good boy. I'm going to have him roll a d100 plus 4. I'll just roll this at 4. He rolls a 90.
Okay. Well,
Oh, shit.
That means it's cast higher, right? Like,
No, that's routing error. So I roll this 4. Okay, so
oh my God.
the spell also affects the 4 closest characters to
God
him,
damn it! Yeah.
which is
wait, that's a
which
good
is
thing.
good. Which means his attempt to heal himself from his superficial wounds is going to grant. Let me see, how many hit points is
The closest, how many people?
4. The closest 4 people are also.
Is it like
Going
within
to
range
be-
or literally just closest 4?
So, Skarn, Desmond, Pepper, and the skeleton. I'm going to let the skeleton have it, even though the spell should normally affect them, because that's funny to me. You guys all give yourselves back 20 hit points.
Oh, nice.
As he casts Cure Wounds on himself, that same prismatic energy escapes from him, and it arcs through the air as if following lines of circuitry to you guys, and you feel energy restored to you. As this happens, Kathos just kind of leans his head up and looks to all of you, and as you are all restored by his magic, you just see him be like, "Oh, yeah, I hadn't meant to do that." Head falls back down.
Bailey. Oh, I
Bagel.
can't even say anything.
Thanks,
Take
buddy.
the shot, Bagel.
Boom, boom, boom,
Take
boom,
the
boom.
shot.
Or sorry, by that I mean boom, boom. As they're gonna go for a hefty barrel charge, they're gonna make Muntheris make a strength save, as they're gonna try to knock them down. Muntheris nat fucking 20s it, so Bagel charges toward them.
Harry.
Muntheris puts the scythe, the moon scythe, down in the ground and uses it as leverage to push back the giant rolling capybara coming toward them. And then they shove them back. That is unfortunately all Bagel can do. Leuna! Leuna is going to...
Murder her!
They're going to take out their scoped rifle. They're going to aim it once toward Muntheris, they're going to grimace, then they're going to aim and they're going to fire it toward the skeleton. They're going to get a 16 to hit, which is low for them, but they still hit anyways. They fire... They fire, they deal 17 damage. They're going to use the other scoped rifle shot to fire again toward the sole remaining skeleton. They get a nat 20! Goodbye, skeleton!
Your sister.
That skeleton takes 35 points of damage and ceases to exist. Muntheris is
thank
going to
God,
go,
we were
and
so
then
worried
Lilia,
about that skeleton.
you're on deck. Well, normally she has like a bunch of stuff that she can do. However,
Currently silenced.
all right, so y'all are gonna joke about this when I say what she's doing, but just bear with me. She's going to use Deathly Scream. It is a psychic thing. It's not a sound thing. You guys all experience the wail of a banshee within your own mind. She's going to, let's see, hold on. A 20-foot
no.
radius. She needs to
Never
pick a
mind.
20-foot radius sphere. Let me just draw that. Yeah, that'll do. All of you who are within this sphere, she is going to unleash this banshee-like scream that is only in your minds. I want to be so clear so no one's like, well, why can we hear it? Because it's in your brains. It's a brain scream. It's an intelligence save. Here it is. Please make this.
Oh boy. Come on, Lori. 18 plus 1.
Did you also get it?
Bagel.
Oh, you did. Lilia, I also need the save from you.
Oh yeah, one sec. B.
I'm going to inspiring sting Desmond as a reaction.
So I will note to
Because
you.
he- Oh,
So
he's
you
not
have one.
close
You
enough
have
to
one
me, is he?
reaction. I will note to you that
No.
both Desmond and Lilia failed. Does that affect
I
anything that
think-
you're doing?
I don't think Desmond's close enough because it's within 30 feet. Can I help? Is Lilia...
Yeah, they're
Lilia's
within.
closer.
Yeah, you could help Lilia if you
Yeah.
want to give them inspiring sting.
Yes, I'd like to spend one inspiring sting.
Inspiring spang. Lilia,
Spang.
could you please roll the... So go ahead. Oh, sorry. Don't check off the Bardic Inspiration unless it makes him succeed. Lilia, I think it's a D8, right? I'm asking Lawrence. Lawrence, it's the D8, right?
Okay.
Please
I
check.
don't go here. Yes, I think so. Oh boy. Where would oh boy.
Bardic Inspiration. Look at your Bardic Inspiration.
Yes. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong Bardic Inspiration part. I was looking in resources.
Yep, D8.
Thank you.
Sorry, it said
Lilia.
1d6, so I was just verifying.
Yep.
Yeah.
Lilia, roll me a D8, and if that... So just so you know, you need to get a... What did you roll, a 9? You need to get a 5 or higher.
On a D8?
Yeah.
You got this.
What you get, Lilia? Alright, so
Well-
Lilia, I'm gonna remove you from this so it doesn't do the full effect on you. The rest of you, any other reactions to this? This is nothing you can all do. This is... It is what it is.
Nope.
Okay. So all of you.
I've got no reaction.
Did anybody fail by 5 or more? So did anybody get a 9 or lower? Bagel! Bagel got a 1, but not a nat 1. He got a 3 that became a 1.
Oh,
Because
he's
he's
stupid.
Because he's stupid.
Little
Oh, sorry.
dumb.
Don't do that. No one do that. No one do
Ignoring
that.
Clicking the X.
So, undo. Just X that out. Sorry, that was a misclick on my part. Those of you who failed...
Desmond's down. Silence is down.
Silence is down. I'm gonna... Pointers.
Pointers. Remove.
So then I have to half that, and half of that damage is then going to hit Lawrence, Leuna, and Lilia. So just give me one moment. So, Lawrence. Lawrence is down!
Also down.
Leuna! Lilia, you took 13 points of damage. Your temporary hit points absorbed it, so you took 3. Please roll me your concentration check. Your DC is 10. Why do you have disadvantage? You should advantage and disadvantage should have equaled out.
I don't know, but it made me drop a 15.
It wasn't
You
the
would have
first
had the
15
15
if they
then.
were equal, yeah.
So if you could, heckin', just throw that effect back onto yourself.
Okay, one sec. The blur scroll is gone, so
I can throw that effect on you, no
yeah.
worries.
But the Gaius avatar, I can do that. Wait, no, I didn't do beast. I did tree. Tree.
There. Oh, I guess I can do it this way. You did the tree, right? You got that on there? Okay, boom. And then that's... Grant dis attack. Not grant this attack. Grant dis attack. Concentration. Dis save.
Do it, Banui. Take them out.
ADVs.
Lori does that anime hand outreach going, Ike!
Ike! Fucking. Alright. They use Deathly Scream. You guys take that damage. Bagel is stunned.
Oh, buddy.
And he's gonna have to make an
It's
ongoing
okay.
save at the end of each of his turn. Sorry, it was only one round. But he's stunned. Then. Do they have any? Do they have any? Any? Do they have any? I don't think they do. I don't think they have. They are going to cast one bonus action spell. As they do, I'm going to roll the D100. The spell is going to be 3rd level, so they're going to roll a D100 plus 3. Roll this. They're going to roll a 44. They're casting Phantasmal Shroud on themselves, and as they rolled a 44, nothing happens.
No.
Nothing happens.
Sick.
Phantasmal Shroud is on them. Phantasmal Shroud. Let me just parse its effects real quick. 3rd level normally. They're casting it 1 level up. So their attacks are going to deal. How high up does it go? 3rd to a 4th, and that is... They're going to choose necrotic, because why wouldn't they? Their attacks are now going to deal a little bit more necrotic damage as a shroud of energy flows around them. Those who are directly around them, you would be affected by this. You would be... If you start your turn within it, this shroud of energy, this veil, this like wedding veil-like curtain of black energy pulls around them. As it does, it spreads out and it encroaches on the spaces surrounding them. Within that space, if you start your turn there, your movement speed will be reduced by 10 feet. This is going to be maybe relevant. Lilia, could you remind me the tree thing?
The tree.
What is the range that it makes everything difficult terrain?
I think it's 15 feet.
Okay.
Let me see.
15 feet around you, right?
Yes.
She is going to use
her
her entire movement to try to run in the general direction of Kathos and Skarn. When she leaves your range, that will provoke a opportunity attack if you want to make one, Lilia.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Why
And
not?
your stuff is parsed, so you should have advantage.
Yeah. Let me just make sure it's targeted. Bonk with root bloom. Dirty 20.
I don't think it rolled onto them, but it is a hit.
Okay. Hold on. I'll make sure. See, I don't know if she's targeted or not, so I'm like.
Currently no. So you can just drop it
Okay.
on her. Just drag the dice and drop it on her.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Wait.
She takes minimum damage, but she's gonna have to roll a concentration check. She makes the concentration check. She succeeds.
Okay.
It is now your turn, Lilia.
Why am I targeting Desmond? Let's see.
Finally, now's your chance. Take him
So, get back here.
Come back here.
She's actually gonna try to like cut her off.
Kind of like bunny around her. That makes sense.
Yeah, just gonna fucking bunny around her, just like, oh no, you don't.
Boing.
You don't even run around her. You just rush in the direction she's running and just bunny bounce over her and land in front of her.
Yep, we're gonna swing down with root bloom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That is a 17.
That hits.
Oh boy.
Whoa! Maximum damage! You swing down upon her, you cut her off, you strike her. She's gonna make a concentration check real fast. She succeeds just barely. You may do your second attack if you wish.
Yes. Wah. Nat 20.
Oh! Oh!
Do it!
Oh!
Take the shot, Lilia.
You always
Alrighty.
thought she was
Take
a
the
bitch
shot!
anyways.
Take the shot!
Huh. Okay, so.
She just fucking, she's like, oh no, you don't. Charges, fucking jumps, Levi swings with fucking
So-
root bloom.
So what there's two things I need to say. One, you reduced her to 0 hit points. Undead Fortitude kicks in, so she gets a Constitution saving throw to see if that damage kills her. Two, that was a critical hit, which means it bypasses Undead Fortitude and it doesn't activate, because I'm not allowed to play with my toys. So, Lilia, how do you do this?
Again, she just comes in, she just sees Moontheris freaking making her way, and she's like, oh no, you don't. And she just fucking, with her freaking tree power petals and shit, just jumps in, just fucking takes root bloom, and just Levi Ackerman just makes her way down and just fucking mows Moontheris down.
You strike through her. As you cut through her with Root Bloom, you see that much like the state it had been in the first time that you saw it when it was piercing into the avatar of Gotham, as you cut into them, it unwinds somewhat, and tendrils of wood and brambles erupt from root bloom, and they coat parts of Moontheris. As you stab the rapier through them, they bring up their sight to try to strike you, but these thorns from it wrap around their limbs and hold them in place. They then bind into them. You see blood erupting as thorns begin to pierce their skin. They drop the artifact of Chan Karagosh as it clatters to the ground. And as they lived in complete irreverence for life or consequence, you see them briefly look worried. You see a mild amount of rage across their face, and then as you strike them and you twist the blade within them, they let out a and then slowly, as blood begins to pour out of the side of their mouth, stream down, they look like they smile, and as light leaves their eyes, they look unbothered to meet their end. There is a rumble.
Oh no.
There is a rumble as the area... As this happens, I'd like two things to occur. The first, Skarn, roll me a perception check. It's great.
April as clear as the sky.
15.
Okay.
That was the right thing, right?
As the area begins to shake, Skarn, you become aware that one of the bridges that goes over the water off to the side of you, you see it crack in half and chunks of it fall into the river down below you, and that entire third of the room to the left and behind you falls off, crumbles, and falls into the infinite pit that is beyond this room. You see cracks forming as the rest of the room begins to follow suit, as this entire room is now collapsing and sure to break. We're going to stay in initiative because there's still a few things to do, especially because a couple people are down. But Lilia...
Yeah, we can't leave them.
Lilia, you have your remaining turn, the remainder of your turn. I think you've used your movement for the most part.
Getting all the way here was like 30?
I think so.
I think I still have 10, and I think I get more from Gaia's avatar, but let me double check. Because I think I have 40.
I think that's the first effect. I think that's if you do the beast one, it gives you an extra 10.
Yeah, the beast one is extra, but Lilia has 40 speed.
Yep, so you have 10 left.
How far is Desmond? Desmond is literally too far away. I've got a potion of healing, that's why.
If you get Lori up, I will say Lori does still have spells left, and I have some healing magic I'd love to use.
Lori is way too far from me.
That's fair. I'm using...
I only have 10 feet left, so if I go here, I'm just a little bit closer to Desmond, but so I'll make way to Desmond, but I can't fix it. I can't help him.
Okay, you begin moving towards Desmond. That you?
Mm-hmm. That is me.
Alrighty. Top of the turn order.
Desmond goes first.
Desmond, it's your turn, but as we hit the top of the turn order, there's going to be another pulse from the conflagration. I liked that sentence. I liked saying that. It was fun. I am going to roll a D100 plus 10. 15. Nothing. Proceed. Roll a death save.
He's losing control, Captain.
Come on. Nat 20. Nat 20, wild bitch.
All right, Desmond.
Wish you could have a different prone image.
Failure.
So that if people are down, I could just be Desmond in the Yamcha pose.
I was gonna say we need art of everyone on the Family Guy follower.
All right, so the area is beginning to crumble and collapse around you. You have rolled a 5. You failed one death save. Do you do anything else?
I'm gonna crawl 5 feet that way. And do I have any tasty treats left? I don't think I do. That is your boy.
All right.
Yeah, that's me.
Lori's next. Lori
From
takes what fails 1 death save because they take radiant damage at the start of their turn.
I don't want to be responsible for this!
Roll me a death save.
Succeed.
Oh shit.
9.
Lori has failed 2.
Stop failing and just succeed. Come on.
What would Lori like to do on their turn?
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
our
yeah,
down
yeah.
condition. He doesn't have any healing spell
Can't cast
or
anything.
healing. I can't cast anything. I don't have any healing potions on me.
Well, he can
So
cast
I don't-
bonus action spells,
Yeah, you could cast Healing Word on yourself if you have the slot.
which you do.
Does
And then
Lori
maybe the
have healing word? I'm not
Sure.
seeing healing word on
Oh
this
no, because
sheet.
they always ranged cast Cure Wounds with their projected image.
Yeah, the
Oh,
prone
they don't have
image.
that.
Yeah. Fuck a duck.
I go to next turn. It's gonna be me because Pep is
I'm
coming.
gonna say Lori's going to do the. Lori's gonna. So real quick, just because Carrie's not here to announce this
Yeah.
thing, Lawrence does look over toward where Moontheris is, and as he's on the ground, he's just gonna yell out in her direction for anyone to hear. Just like, she has a key. Make sure to get it.
Desmond's
Right.
like crawling towards Lord slowly, starts turning towards me.
All right,
Yeah,
kid.
can-
I got you.
Can Lori? Is it crawling 10 feet or 5 feet?
Your movement speed's reduced to 10 feet, but because you're prone, it goes down to 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna crawl slowly.
Toward Moontheris.
That's fair.
I'm
I
trying
think
to-
Gary would do that.
Pepper.
Lori, I'm coming! Run. And because he's within, can I do a medicine check on Lori to get him okay?
To stabilize them?
At
Yep.
least, yes. Okay. Because that's all I can do. I'm not the cleric in this game. Okay, medicine, flat roll. Hate that. Love this. Okay. Oh, I could have used my inspiration on that death save for Lori. Fuck, okay. The last one, I'll do that.
It might be fair to let Carrie. Here's the thing. Carrie has
true.
Carrie has the inspiration, not Lori, is kind of how I see that.
True.
Um,
That's fair.
Yeah.
12.
12, you stabilize them.
Can I because I haven't done, that was my action. Can I interaction put him on bagel?
That's lifting a person bigger than you. That's not quite an interaction.
I look over at Luna.
Also, Bagel is stunned and flopping a little bit.
Oh no! What can I do? That was my action, right? That was my action to stabilize.
Yes, it would be your action to do that.
Okay. I am going to. Okay. Here, I pull out that oh, what is it? A peridot. That peridot I got. I'm gonna hold it up and crush it, and I'm casting Jackal's Luck on Desmond. So for the next 10 minutes, I'm giving you a moment of luck. When you make a attack roll, ability check, or saving throw, is that a death save? That's not a death save.
Yep,
Can I
saving
do
throw,
that?
death saves, or saving throws. It's a point of
Fabulous.
luck. It functions
So-
like luck, basically.
You can spend this boon and roll an extra 1d20, and then choose which one you want.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right. Pick out.
That's my one use of that for this. I hope I find a peridot again, but it doesn't matter. It's worth it if it's for you, baby. All right.
Oh.
Shut up. Ugh. Okay. That's all Pepper can do this turn.
Skarn,
What up?
what are you doing?
Burn help.
Right. Kathos, you good? He can move by himself. He's not dead, right?
Yeah, I mean, he cure wounds himself. He's down, he's prone, and he looks dazed, but beyond that.
I mean, he could stand up after being like that. He's not. Okay, yeah, okay. So, I mean, I can't help anybody. I'm gonna be real with you.
Get the key!
Oh, yeah. Mutheri! Let me get over here.
So as you approach Muntheris' body, there are two things there that you could retrieve if you so desired. You could search her for the key that she supposedly has, the key that is the second key to Buckethead's helmet. There is also, fallen beside her body, is the lunar scythe that she stole from the temple.
Oh, yeah, let me yoink that.
Okay.
Let me yoink that.
I'm just going to throw that into your inventory then.
Thanks, man. Pocket.
And then roll me a quick investigation check to try to find the key. Zucky.
I'm so sorry. 11.
It's above a 10. It's all I care about. You search through her stuff. Luckily, she doesn't have a lot of places to keep things. So as you search through the... As you search through her, are unnerved briefly due to the dark smile that is on her face, even in death. You retrieve a small key, as I mentioned before, a small circular key that you recognize to be the same sort that had been taken from Tannistane.
Nice. I guess that's it.
All right. And that was your full movement, yeah?
35. Yeah.
All right. Kathos is going to stand using half of his
Oh, wait, no.
movements.
30,
What,
30, 35, 30? I don't know.
what does it say on your main page, your main tab?
Speed 30. Speed
Okay.
30.
So yeah, you moved your full 30.
Okay.
Kathos stands. Kathos is going to... They are going to... How far away are you? Move their full 15 feet in this direction. It begins shifting over in the general direction of Desmond. Desmond, how far away are you? 25 feet? As they get over, they are going to, though struggling to move themselves, they are going to use a third level spell slot to cast Healing Word. And I'm going to check something very quick to make sure this interacts the way I think it does. Boom, boom, boom,
Comes
boom.
inflict wound.
Inflict word.
Inflict word.
Desmond, I'm not going to be able to hack and proc this, so you'll have to add it once I roll it. But they're going to... You recover 27 hit points.
Okay, thanks.
Fuck you. As
Yeah,
they
fuck you
continue, as they continue to move, they're going to then make an investigation check, as they're going to look around the area. As they stop and they seem to begin shifting their eyes across the place where they had been standing when the colondrite exploded, you see them kneel down and they seem to begin collecting something off of the ground. Bagel! Bagel is stunned. Bagel ceases to be stunned. Leuna! Leuna is going to... Ooh, they don't really have much that they can do for Lori. You're already...
So I didn't apply. What was the HP I restored?
Like I said, you'll have to do it yourself. 27.
There we go. Thank you. I just wanted. I forgot the number before I typed it
Yeah,
in.
yeah, 27.
Right.
They're gonna rush over toward their sister.
Yeah, I bet they will.
Yeah, they're gonna rush over.
Sorry, bud.
Leuna,
They rush over
you,
toward their
you.
sister, and wordlessly, they lean down and they pick her up. They hold her as if concerned about her, and that is what their turn's going to be. Muntheris, death save. No, Muntheris remains dead. Again, Lilia, it is your turn.
Raymond.
Kid, get him.
Ooh, I can't pick him up. I can't pick him up.
Over, Lori. Desmond is now alive. We're just gonna make our way. Stop targeting a dead body. We're gonna.
Oh, I didn't. Hold on. When I cast that healing word, give me 1 second. I forgot to.
Oh yeah.
Oh
we gotta roll.
yeah.
We're doing.
The
We need fluctuation.
conflagration.
Yeah. That's a 63. That's a 63. What does 63 do? Radiant as they do this. Oh no. Oh, they have to. They have to. Hold on. They have to see who it's gonna affect. You. So Desmond, as you go, as you begin to push yourself up off the ground, you gain the same thing as Lori. One of your arms begins to glow with radiant energy, but you're gonna take some damage at the start of each of your turns. Sorry.
Oh, boy.
It be what it be.
We need to get out of here. Stat. At least out of this caving in portion. If not the whole temple. Maybe we can sleep in the elevator.
Let's see.
Well, while you figure that out, I'm gonna put this potion of healing on Lori.
Oh, that was a good heal.
And give him 10 health back.
Ladies. Oh, hey. Just surrounded by girls when he wakes up.
Heh.
I'm trying to play truthful. Is Desmond okay?
Yeah, shut up about me.
Yeah, something like that, kid. Dirt and all.
I should fix that. Cool. Yeah, you use that. You heal them. They regain 10 hit points. Is that you?
For now, yeah.
All right. So that's the top of the turn
How
order.
much is the city gonna, the area gonna blow up?
Well, I rolled real bad on that D100 roll, so another third of the area is destroyed. You guys all get the sense that if you are not out of this room and on that elevator by the end of this round, that you're going to be going down with it. Desmond,
Ooh.
you take 6 points of damage, but you stand. Or you're good. You regain living. You've continued to live successfully.
All right, well, for the time being, I stand and I'm gonna get there. This place is coming down. We gotta go.
Saying that to Leona.
Yeah.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Persuasion.
Or intimidation, whichever one you want.
Never.
Never?
Not for Leona. 10.
She seems to be disassociating a little bit and does not seem to be super keen on moving at the moment. Oh, I skipped your turn. Did you have anything else you're doing?
If they don't respond immediately, as they're kind of like conked out for effectively the second time, I think Desmond's really seen them kind of lose focus when it comes to Mintheris. We'll have to get our body out of here. Help me move it. And he'll reach down and try and begin moving Mintheris.
Do you have any remaining movement?
No, he's just gonna grab her, and that's like
All
he'll get ready to start pulling her.
Cool. Lawrence, it is your turn. You stand.
Stand up.
I assume.
Yeah. Oh, I don't want to leave Desmond. I'm gonna. I don't know. How does Lori feel about the fact that they're helping move Mintheris' body right now? He's gonna follow Desmond to the end.
Okay.
It's not my place to worry about that type of stuff. At least gonna be there for Desmond.
Get to the elevator, kid. What are you doing here?
I don't know!
Go!
You all gathered over here! Do I have any movement left? I think I just moved 20 feet.
Yeah, it's farther than you could get because you had to stand up, right?
Oh, True.
You'd be
Yeah,
5
you would have
feet
had to
back.
dash to get here. Also, again, Leuna is not really acknowledging what's being said to her. She is just cradling her sister's body. She seems to be disassociating hard.
Okay.
Did you dash to get there?
I think if Desmond, like, heard Lord coming and was like, what are you doing? You need to go to the elevator.
Okay, we'll say
I'm
you
not
move.
leaving you. Yeah. I don't know. It's
That's fine. We'll be there in a sec. Go.
I guess Laura's gonna start heading to the elevator.
Pepper!
How much movement?
Oh, if you dash, then you would have another 30 feet, so... I mean, you'd effectively get... If that spot over there where the land, like, look at the changes, that's basically where you become safe.
Okay. What else? What can I do as Pepper? Can I say something does no damage? Well, I don't know.
You
Okay.
can tell me what you want to do.
It's stupid. I don't think Cathos is gonna make it in time. He's looking around. No, never mind. This isn't the spell. I thought it was Thorn Whip. It's Mind Whip. That's different. Yeah, that's different. I'm not gonna cast that. Trying to think what I can do to help you guys. Okay. Yeah, I don't think there's anything I can do to. I could conjure a major steed again.
That spell takes...
But what? How the fuck
Doesn't
is?
that spell
how
take a
the-
Minutes,
minute?
yeah.
Yeah. Also, how the fuck is that gonna help? Okay, I'm getting out of here. Ay, ay, ay. No components worth losing your life over, bah! Run. Hurry up, dude. Is the elevator doors, like, open?
Yeah, you guys
While we're
came
waiting for
through it.
everyone?
Yeah.
Okay. That was just my 30 feet. Can I hold casting something?
You could tell me what you want to do, and I could tell you if you can.
Okay, I'm gonna hold Resilient Sphere. And if any stragglers get left when the cave-in happens, I'd like to cast Resilient Spear on them.
Resilience here. Could you share that in the chat real quick?
I can. It's like a softer force bubble. I think.
Let's see.
Oh, sphere.
A sphere, sorry.
I thought you were gonna yeet a fucking spear at us, and I was like, damn.
No!
So just so you know, it would not stop them from falling.
Oh, the floor's caving in! I thought
The whole
roof
room's
was
about
coming
to fall into
down.
the abyss. Now, if you cast that, it's A, it's only a hemisphere, and B, it doesn't stop, even if it was a total sphere, it only stops, heck, no, you know, that would stop it.
Yeah,
You're
it's a
right.
bubble. It's a sphere. You roll it
No.
around like a
Yeah,
hamster ball.
yeah.
I misunderstood.
But it is a hemisphere.
What part of the room was breaking? Yes.
Oh wait, hold on.
I
No, it is a
didn't
sphere. Sorry,
understand.
I'm mixing up with its components. You could do that. Yeah, absolutely. You could cast that, and then they would remain
I'm gonna
floating in the
hold it.
space. Could you
Yes.
describe the trigger and what you're going to do with it?
If the floor, or it's tough because there's so many specifications and tailoring I want to do to this, but that's not how spells work. But if the floor or the roof gives out, if they are going to be crushed or fall,
If the room collapses, you cast it.
yes.
Okay, we'll just stick with that. Tick off even if you don't use it now because you've committed to doing this, it is going to take the use of it.
That's fine.
So
My
you are
break
holding
noise
that.
slot.
Skarn, it is your turn.
Oh. All right. Technically got free arms. What do I need to grab? Including humans.
You are with.
Well, people.
There is.
Leuna's not gonna move if you don't move this one.
All right. I just fucking carry the body over my shoulder.
So, as you do this,
Something's about to happen.
two things occur.
All right.
One's a roll, one is me informing you of a thing you become aware of.
Okay.
As you reach out to grab onto Moontheris, and you attempt to move them, you begin to hear Gotham's aria chanting in the back of your mind again.
God dang it.
And you, just innately, you've been through this enough at this point that you don't need a whole lot to indicate what you're hearing. You can tell that there is some sort of force related to Gotham that is now emanating not from Moontheris, but from Leuna. Enough that whenever you try to grab Leuna's body, I need you to make a athletics check to try to pull it away as Leuna actively resists you.
Skills athletics check.
And after we resolve this, you hear words in the back of your mind, but we're going to wait until we resolve this for me to tell you what you hear.
Is there a button I need to press, or just acrobatics?
Just roll athletics.
Athletics, there it
Yeah.
is. Athletic.
Athletics.
Oh, you want it to be
7.
17 so bad.
They're gonna roll their strength back against you.
Yeah, I'm weak right now.
They get a 19.
Yep, told you. Wait, can I use my inspiration?
You can. Roll it again if you want to.
Ooh, yeah.
No,
Take
with
it off.
knowing, I did tell you that it's a 19 and you have no modifier, so does it matter to you that you need to get a...
10% chance of success.
Yeah.
I need to get a what?
A 19 or a 20.
Ah.
Can I stinging spell inspire? Excuse me. Can I stinging spell inspire Skarn? In this moment, as Lori,
are-
as Lori.
I mean, could you throw the thing
Within 60
in the
feet of-
chat?
Yeah.
Could you
what-
throw the
what
effect in the
range would that
chat?
be?
I'm gonna once again encourage you guys. Tell me what you're doing. Stop asking me
Yes.
permission. Fucking
My bad.
let me know
This
what
isn't
you're
my
doing.
Character. But I'm not within the distance. To
What's
do
the
so,
range?
So, 30 feet.
Okay, yeah, that's too
Okay.
far away.
10% chance, huh?
I'm trying to decide whether or not. So you're the aggressor here. So technically, wouldn't you be setting the DC?
Yeah,
You'd have to get a
guess.
20.
Yeah.
That's a 5% chance.
I'm dumb enough to try it.
Ah, was irrelevant. Anyway. So you try to push them away. You find that they push you off. They cling onto their sister's body, hold it more tightly, with all the fervor of a sibling who has innocently lost their kin. As you do, you just hear in the back of your mind a faint, distant voice that seems to ring out in two distinct tones, two voices overlapping with each other, both of which you recognize to be Gotham. But you hear just a distinct, "There's no need to cling onto broken toys. Release them." I'd like you to roll me an insight check on top of that. You recognize one voice as being similar to what you heard when you spoke to the avatar of Gotham before.
Why you hate me, bro?
The other is so familiar, but you can't place it. The two voices
why you
over, one
hate
seems
me,
like
gang?
Gotham and the other seems like one talking under Gotham, and you feel like
crazy
you have
work.
heard the one underneath it, like it's familiar, but the overpowering presence of the god of undeath is preventing you from sussing out the qualities of that voice.
Yeah, my rolls hate. I guess I was. I mean, what else the boy gonna do?
You do get a sense that should you cling to the idea of helping them, you will likely fall with the room.
Even these, I can't do nothing with this shit. Hey, Desmond, you down with keep letting her die? Because I can't do shit.
Go, I'll get them.
You sure about that? All right, well. Yippee! Is there a dash I can
Skarn
use?
is sometimes so out of pocket. Sometimes I'm like, well, that didn't happen. We're just, when we write the novelization of this, there's not going to be the yippee! Fucking
Yeah, no, it's not.
if you want to take your action
That's
to
player me.
you want to take your action to dash further, you may.
I feel that justice.
Do you want to action dash to get all the way?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just going that way. Well, essentially, it's like tries to move, can't, like, screams at Desmond. Hey, I can't move him.
All right.
I'm not explaining this Gotham stuff yet.
Gathos. Fucking Gotham and Kathos do the Potara fusion. Gathos. Heckin'
No!
Kathos is going to begin moving forward, stumbling their way. They have to get around you. Oh, they stumble their way almost toward it. Cinematically, as they're moving forward, everything continues to collapse around them as they struggle, putting all their weight on their staff as they move. Bagel's gonna go. Bagel's not stunned anymore. Bagel's gonna go, and it's gonna shake its head, look around, and it's going to, in a panic, run past everyone and further
that
back.
scamper thing where it's running but not really moving for a second.
The Looney Tunes. Leona is gonna do nothing. When Theris is dead, Lilia, it is your turn.
All right. Are we just getting the fuck out of here?
Yeah.
At this point, Champ, I mean, there's this big thing happening with Leona and Desmond, and there's a standoff. Well,
We're having a standoff?
they are. Leona won't leave Muntheris' body.
Okay. And neither will Desmond, I'm guessing?
Desmond took his
Desmond
turn.
wants Leona.
Like I mentioned before, the moment when your turn ends is when basically this room is likely going to collapse entirely. Oh, by the way, whoever sent those 5 tier 3 subs, that's 10 fucking tier 3 subs. Whoa. Fucking send your choices. I haven't been able to look at the chat, so send me your Dead Saint record choices, like over Discord or something, or to the email. But, no, so basically after your turn, Anna, this room is going to collapse. Leuna has been gripping onto Muntheris' body, refusing to acknowledge anything outside their dead sister. And Desmond is convinced that he can help them.
I'm just looking at what I've got here. I was like, I don't have any spells, so I can't do anything spell-wise.
Getting out is also an option.
Yeah, no, there's nothing I can do here, so... probably just start making her way out. Is Kathos okay? Is he, like, he's just kind of standing there and falling behind?
So cinematically, we would assume that everyone's rushing out kind of all at the same time. So, like, as you're rushing out, he is also stumbling his way toward the elevator. He has made it as far as he can. He's kind of just on that verge where he might be able to make the last little bit of distance.
She's gonna help Kathos. She's gonna go help. Even though he's probably twice her height, she's gonna try to, like, just kind of help pick him up a little bit. She's like, come on, let's go.
All right.
And she's gonna heckin' moon jump with him on her if she could carry him.
I don't think you can carry his full weight.
Probably not, but we're
Just
gonna moon
drag
jump
him.
to give us a boost.
Let's see. Okay. Get you guys.
We're gonna
both you guys get
just a little boost.
to the edge of where it is. As you guys get to the edge of there, I'm going to roll another D100. You know what? You've had your time, Song. You've had your time. So, the other version of you goes now. Desmond. There are moments before this central area collapses. You see cracks, the ground has already begun to shift, the water is spewing out of the now large, vacuous tunnel-like holes in the walls. The entire area shifts. You see Leuna's body, Leuna and Muntheris together sort of begin to slide as the entire room dips and pivots downward. You have 1 turn's worth of time. What would you like to do?
Jeepers creepers. All right, he's gonna slap them in the face. Step 1. And as he does that, I mean, immediately, is there any sign of recognition even on that?
There
Do they
would
even notice?
roll me intimidation. You said never. I
That'll
say
be the
now.
first Intimidation. Roll. 11.
There does not. You slap them and their head turns for just a moment. It doesn't seem like they are mentally cognizant. Like when you see their eyes, they look dead. There's nothing to them.
I can't really do this. Well, I'm gonna try. He's gonna try and forcefully drag them.
I need you. That's your action. I need you to roll me an athletics check.
Athletics. +2, baby.
Let's do BB.
Come on, come on, come on, come
If I
on.
roll low, please be a 1 so we can not be.
Whoa!
Oh
I'm still gonna roll because you might get it, but. Oh, they 12. Okay, so you pull Moontheris away from. Sorry, you pull Leuna away from Moontheris. You could attempt, though she is fighting you, you could attempt to drag her, but you would be moving at half speed.
That's okay. He's gonna do it. No man left behind.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Ain't stopping.
Moontheris' body is left in the middle, so you have. What's your movement speed?
40.
Okay, so you could go a full 20. As you pull them, they are putting their whole body into resisting you, but not making a lot of noise. At this point, it feels more like they're being influenced or controlled by something else. They don't seem to be mentally there. As you begin to crawl further toward the entrance, there is a sudden cracking of the ground, a separating as the entire room shifts, begins to fall away. Moontheris' body slides down the now angled room, rolling off of the former altar and careening off into the darkness below, as you, Desmond, need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Come on,
Saving
Desmond.
throw.
I got you if not.
Natural 1, which re-rolls into a 17 for a 25.
Oh, look at fucking you with you being a halfling. I was for a second gonna be like, I'm gonna hate describing the absolute worst version of this. As you push forward, you do manage to get to the edge. I'm going to ask you for one, because you're kind of dragging them one final jump of the way. With advantage, I'd like you to roll me one more athletics check. And they're going to roll it without advantage.
Advantage, athletics.
Oh,
Okay. 8.
okay. They rolled a 19. So you get just to the edge, and Leuna manages to break off from you and begins trying to move back. You would lose hold of her. She looks like she's going to try to flee back towards her sister's body. She hasn't gone far. That said, you have a reaction stocked up, Braden.
Yes, I do.
What do you wish to
I'm
do? You
gonna
wish to
bubble-
use it?
I'm gonna bubble Leuna.
You're gonna bubble it. So Leuna would not be counted as willing in this moment.
That's okay. Her choice.
So I believe, if I'm going to scroll back up to the spell, I believe that if they're not willing to make
I
a
think
dex
it's a
save.
dexterity.
Now we're going to do two
Yes.
things. It's been my
Okay.
catchphrase today. We're going to do two things. It's like my thing that I say. The first is you're still in the conflagration. So
Oh yes.
please roll me. What is the level of that spell?
Beans.
Plus, you're
I-
casting at a
fourth
higher
level.
one 'cause you're
Fourth
a
level.
warlock, right?
No, this is one of my pact spells,
zero.
or one of my
Yeah.
curriculum.
So what is
my
its base
curriculum
level?
Spell for the day.
Well, those are cast as
Fourth.
though they're, I think, I can't remember if they're based off. Fourth. So it doesn't matter ultimately. Roll me a D100 plus 4.
Okay. Yeah, it's
Okay.
a 10.
Okay, so the spell takes hold as normal. Nothing happens. If you gotten too lower, your spell would have just... So,
Okay.
as they break free from Desmond, cinematically, everything falling in slow motion, the area collapsing, they leap forward out onto the nothingness. They are over the pit, functionally. You raise your hand out, you create this orb of energy around them. What is your... Could you have a dex save that you can throw onto them with that spell?
I do.
Please.
Please I
throw
know
it
I'm
on.
playing two characters. Can I, as Lori, as Stilbury, barbs them so they roll it with disadvantage?
You do that
By
after
being
they
like,
roll.
Leona, don't leave us!
That'd be after the
Oh,
result,
good.
yeah.
Okay, cool. Yes, okay. Excellent.
Also, am I misremembering? They were out of range. They didn't use their thing before, right? So they have their reaction.
Yeah,
No.
they couldn't.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes.
They roll. Oop! They fail! Anyway, so it doesn't matter. As they jump, they try to move towards it, the sphere appears around them. As the area collapses, and you guys are left looking out into an abyss, Leuna is now trapped in a weightless, 10-foot sphere floating in the middle of the air. And as soon as they realize they cannot follow their sister's body, they stop. You see their fingers trace down the edges of the sphere, and they slump down. Now, it looks as though everybody has gotten to safety. However, we have created a new problem. Leuna is currently suspended over the pit, and how long does that spell last?
10 minutes. No, I'm
1
looking at a
minute.
different spell. Ignore me. Excuse me. 1 minute. I was looking at miraculous evasion on Lori's sheet. It's very confusing playing two spellcasters.
This shimmering, large sphere of force is now holding them as they have slumped down and are looking down into the abyss. The area is still collapsing very slowly. You get the sense if you don't get into the elevator and get out of here soon, not necessarily like within one round, but if you don't get out of here soon,
Right.
this entire section is going to collapse in. Given that, how do you guys want to proceed? They cannot get in or out of this sphere.
Okay.
Anyone got rope?
Where do we have space? Where's space right now?
So
Where can I
okay,
go?
so
Where can I move?
basically,
give me a radius.
like let's say past there, hole,
Oh,
and the
okay,
sphere
okay.
that is currently on them
I'm
is
right here.
like
I'm right
like
here.
that.
All right, I'm right here, and
Scar's
all right.
rope, throw a lasso.
So I've got. I'm not trying to hurt her, but
You can push the sphere. By its description, it can be pushed. If you wish to pull it, because you have to pull the whole sphere. You can't. Like
Get
she
through
can.
it, yeah.
Pepper can't move it as part of the spell. You have to physically
Yes,
push
yes,
or pull
yes.
it. Yes.
of course, I got a rope.
It can be picked up and moved by other creatures. That's
Yeah,
the
I
very
got a
last
rope.
text of the spell.
So
Yeah,
can
make a
is there a
lasso.
way for me to attach said rope to said sphere
All right. I'm gonna set.
with skill?
I'm going to set.
I mean, there
a-
is.
I'm going to set a general
bows.
vibe for what
I
we're
got-
going to do.
All right.
Let's say
That-
there is
and I
time
got
enough.
The bladed chain. Wait a minute.
Let's say there is time enough for 3 relatively involved methods of trying to get them back. Let's say,
Okay.
and then
Alright.
after. So this is the first one. Could be this. The first one could be trying to wrap a rope around it and pulling it back. If you want to try to do that. But I just want to know that just to give some expectations. There's time for 3 relatively involved attempts.
All right, got you. So, as of right now, I'm checking one last thing. How long is this goddamn chain?
Lori would volunteer probably. They have boomerang weapon, right?
They do.
Yeah! Oh! I do!
Oh. No, never mind. Sorry, I just got excited about a thing that we already passed by. Never mind. Go ahead. Yes, continue.
Okay, while you were grappling a creature, does Leuna count as a creature?
You can't grapple Leuna because nothing outside the sphere can interact with anything inside the sphere. You have to
Okay,
pull the
so-
sphere.
The sphere is not a creature. Gang.
It is not, but if you have a fun idea, then we can adjust the.
Because
who
my
knows?
chain says while grappling a creature, you have advantage on weapon. Oh, okay. It's
So
weapon
my only thing
attacks.
about that
Never
is
mind.
the bladed
Never mind.
chain would
It's
need
attacks.
like 30 feet to get around it and pull it in.
Oh, okay, so it's not like a solid thing. I was like, stab the fucking wall.
It's a shimmering like wall of force. Nothing can damage it. You can't pierce into it. If you want, like
okay,
with the rope, you'd
impenetrable.
have to like wrap it around the whole sphere, like throw it and then like pull it in.
All right, giant fushigi, I got you.
Yeah.
Giant fushigi
Fushigi! All right.
with decoration, depression inside.
So I got a rope though.
Hey.
So
Okay.
I'm gonna try and lasso that rope with some stuff.
Oh.
You know, I got the dexterity.
Okay. So let's.
Skarn, yes he can. Skarn it because he is the man.
So-
I'm giving him an inspiration.
Okay. Give them that inspiration. Let's say. You may roll an acrobatics or athletics check to try to do this.
Acrobatics.
It's your choice.
And I have inspiration, so I had advantage with that.
You
or-
let me-
No,
give it to
that,
you.
that's a
Let
bardic
me give it to you.
inspiration. So
Yeah,
if you
bardic.
if you roll it and you want to get like don't like your roll, then you can roll the d8 to add on to it.
Okay.
You. Okay. So
That's
that.
pretty good. I mean, at this point, it's awesome. Maybe burn the inspiration anyways. 'cause
Yeah,
why
I'm
not?
burning it. I'm burning it.
Okay. You
I
Take
pressed
the
OK,
rope.
So
You throw it in such a way that it wraps around the top of the sphere. You pull it, you bind it together, and you begin pulling. Now that you have it like in position, I'd like you to roll me specifically an athletics check to try to pull it. This isn't going to be that hard because it's not actually that heavy, but roll me athletics nonetheless. Also,
right.
you were. I don't. Never mind me. Just roll it. Roll athletics.
see, I'm
You insist upon 17s. You begin to pull it, you wrap it around it, the sphere begins moving through the air. I'm so caught up in a semantic thing that I'm choosing not to bring up because I'm like, it would involve us having a kind of detailed. So it's a thing about the sphere.
You didn't
being-
get to play with your toys.
No, it's not that. It's just a thing about the sphere being weightless that I'm sort of mentally struggling with, because just because it's weightless doesn't mean it wouldn't move or fall or drift down. It just means it's weightless. And obviously you'd be like, well, if it's weightless, why would
Any
it? It's like-
initial inertial movement. would
yeah, that's.
Push it.
But I'm like,
Yeah,
I feel like if I start digging that hole, then I'm going to be like, well, if we're treating it realistically, then I have to do this. And I think that it's probably, let's just do what we're doing. You pull it. You
Okay.
pull it inward.
Appreciate it.
Skarn pulls the sphere which contains Leuna, who does not move from the position that they are in. You guys pull
Leuna
it back
sphere.
over the edge. As soon as it's there, Kathos, still injured, looks over toward Pepper and, as quickly as they can, like, keep it up. Don't drop the spell.
Wasn't planning on
As
it.
they put one of their hands up, and rather than let Leuna out, Kathos untrustingly begins pushing the sphere back into the elevator
Whoa.
with
Oh, okay.
Leuna inside of
Sorry.
it. You thought you
You
thought
said back.
no to the elevator.
I was like, Kathos!
They push it into the elevator, into the as far back as they can, and then Kathos collapses just onto their butt, onto the ground in the elevator.
Yeah, I think. Well, I can still stand. I'm pretty tapped out too. Leans against wall inside of elevator.
Are we able to move the elevator at all, or are we being set elevator?
You guys would have to tell me you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we all get in.
Yeah, let's move this thing.
Let's get the hell out of here.
You guys get in it, you would bring out the ID core, you activate it. For the sake of what we're doing, I'll say that, would it be okay, Skarn, to imagine that you give the key to Lawrence?
Yeah.
Cool. There is a... as the lift begins moving up, once again moves past the grated mesh that allows a brief view of the now pit that was once the column-drive chamber. You see in Kathos's hands, in one of his... he appears to have been carrying as many chunks of the colendrite as he was able to find on the ground as he was escaping, which he tucks into his robes as you all
No,
ascend toward the
you might-
main temple. Did you just say no to me?
no, you might need those shards. If you just leave them loose, you're gonna end up getting them in your fingers. And don't. And Pepper's just gonna like take out the puzzle box and just. It's open still. She hasn't locked it yet. You might want to put them in. Just like. It was a cool thing to do. What you did. So, have a box for your shards.
They reach out. In one of their large, stony hands, they take the puzzle box. And you see them sigh, exhaling and letting their body relax in a way that you have not seen from this man since you met him, as he takes it, opens it, and places the remains of the colendrite, the handful of chunks and shards, which are slowly losing their color inside of it. And then he closes it. You guys reach the top. As you guys head out and as the abyss that Muntheris fell into vanishes from sight, you see Leuna still in the sphere, which about halfway up this ride, the sphere would vanish because it would elapse.
A minute.
You
yeah.
see them sort of lay down inside the sphere as soon as the ability to go into the pit is no longer on the table. They curl up inside of it, become unresponsive, and when the sphere disappears, they just remain in the center of the elevator, as if hollowed out. There's a as you guys reach the top of the elevator. It opens into the quiet hallway that you guys had entered into the elevator from when you arrived.
Well, no point in just staying here. I'm just gonna be the caddy at this point. I'm gonna lift Leuna onto Bagel and initiate a walk.
Leuna is picked up by Bagel. Leuna remaining unresponsive. They don't fight anyone's attempt to move them, but they also don't move much on their own. As you lift them, they do seem to like lift with you, as if guided by you. They do respond to like the directionality of where you're trying to put them, and when you put them on Bagel, they secure themselves. But the moment Muntheris was gone, something left Leuna. And she does not appear to be home.
We're gonna have to address this later. I think we should go back to the cool water place just to at least camp and figure out what the hell we're doing.
For
Yeah,
the
we
sake,
could probably make it there.
for the sake of delineation, that's just retracing your steps. You guys can make it back there. You guys leave here, make your way through the caves. As you're leaving, the systems here let you out much more easily than they let you in. You hear Abidrius's voice playing through the area, almost as though on a loudspeaker, but actually just like booming magically through the area. You just hear, "Well, the colendrite's gone, so I suppose that's the end of my need to look over this place. That's a shame.
Sorry about that.
It's better than it was going to be used for, I suppose.
True.
I wish you all good tidings. We'll be watching over you." As several lights within the outer tunnels that lead out of this place dim as if without his presence here, the last vestiges of power gone. Yep.
All the LEDs fade out.
All the LEDs fade out.
Aw,
Oh, they're almost done converting them all, too.
that's true.
Yeah. You guys tell.
Oh wait, do we still have the robot?
You guys
Did
left
we
that
give
outside the temple.
We left that for.
It was
Yeah.
Destimus said that their followers would come collect that when they needed it.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Now
we
that
don't
it's
have to do anything for that,
There's-
right?
There's just a sticker "Return to Sender" on it.
ship to Destimus.
Nice.
Hashtag not our problem.
Not my circus.
Care of
dog.
Amagod.
Are those? Oh crap! Those aren't my monkeys. And yep, that is my circus.
As you guys leave, and you begin heading back, you head back to the Shrine of Tomoe, towards her grave. Again, for the sake of delineation, we'll say you get there around the end of this day, and given what time we're at currently, as you guys get there and you settle in, we're going to end game today on one final note,
Oh.
which is Lilia.
Me.
You get a sending spell that arrives from your father. One of the first times he's sent one to you rather than waiting for you to check in with him. It seems to be very succinct. You get the sense he's trying to pack a lot of information into the limit of words that he has. You get found way out. Thorns blocked us. Returned to town, not caught. Ritual, gathering. Monstrous cult man. Center of town. Sacrifice spell? Hope you're well.
Okay.
Okay.
That's gonna
cool.
take that's gonna be that thing on Snapchat where you have to hold it down so it'll play again. Like
Yeah, you gotta be like,
what?
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 Okay. I mean, okay. Also.
No, sure, we're strings.
Mm-hmm.
Tried to get out,
Also-
thorns, can't get out. Return to town, not caught.
No. We're in town, not caught.
I can't remember the exact words I used. Cult doing stuff. Ritual
Cult
in
doing.
center of town.
Monstrous man.
Ritual in the center
Big
of town.
monster.
Can't remember
Man.
exact words used.
Phil Grace. Sorry.
Don't know his name. Can't hear you.
Nice,
I-
nice, nice.
Buh. I
Force
caramba.
Ghost Capra floating there. Can't hear you. Sorry.
I've never heard his name. Sorry.
Never heard name, don't know guy.
Would call him a Frankenstein's monster, but what's a Frankenstein?
Looks like a quilt if it was a monster. Like a community quilt, but if it was a horrific
Alligator.
monster and not like the community quilt at all.
It's a fun misconception. It's actually Frankenkainen's monster. Frankenkainen was the man.
Frankenkainen. Yes. That's what we need to call it now. That needs to be. I love that.
Frankenkainen was the
that was-
inscriptor. But no, you get that message. It doesn't take much for you to glean that effectively they tried to get out of the tunnels. Those same thorns that were appearing around the town, the ones that have encroached it and made it all like Maleficent style. It was described to you before that they had blocked the townsfolk from getting out of the town, including the cult members. It seems like now he is simply inferring to you that they had returned to the town. They are not caught. They're still hidden as of this moment. But that the cult is doing something in the middle of the town. And again, not to spoon feed you guys or anything, but you would know enough that when they say some kind of ritual, there's only one real ritual these guys are trying to do, and it's giving Gotham a body. And they told you before they were going to use the whole town in a town-wide, like, sacrificial ritual. You would probably presume that that is what they were talking about.
Mm-hmm. All right. Cool.
And with that information, write that down.
Out of
Because,
the
especially
fry-
because we're
out of the-
missing Carrie, and and she's already missed
Yeah.
a fuck ton over the course of
Yeah.
today. I think that's where we're going to stop for this week, and we will return with what I once would have said would have been Act 3 of this, but we are too deep in for that to necessarily be the case. We're going to return for what I assume will be the return to the town next week. I mean, in 2 weeks,
Lest we get lost.
unless you get lost. Finding your way back is easier than finding your way here.
Very true. Very, very true. There's a funny Logan quote. I'll bring it up after stream.
A funny
I
me
digress.
quote.
Yes, I'll tell you, and you'll be like, "Aha, that's really funny."
Oh.
think.
You're so funny, Brotherson. Oh.
Not me. It's Logan who said it. It's still true.
Yeah. I see.
Credits are running.
I am hilarious.
Oh,
Well, there you
then
go.
if credits are rolling, I'll oh shoot, where is it? It's in our quotes chat here. There we go. Let me scroll up a little. It's not that far. Shoot, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? No. Yes. Nope, that's you making fun of Hadrick. Nope, no. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, I can't make you go anywhere, but I can control how fast you don't get there. That's from 2019, years before Kathos' invention and him getting violently lost with us in the pits. That's I've been teeing about that for like
that
a
must have
week
been
and
about
some.
a fate thing, given the timing.
Yeah, I think
It
it was the forest.
If
I
I had
think
to
it
guess,
was
yeah,
the,
it was them getting lost in the woods.
The woods of moving
Another
hour in a random
hell-
direction.
a hellscape I was caught in. Yes.
Well, I was a zinger back then. Oh, it was funny.
It's still funny.
Like, good
You
job.
still
Good
do-
job, old me. What happened?
Yeah, that's
When did you
what-
stop being funny?
Imagine one of the first times I ever looked up quotes of me in the Project Mouthwash chat, and one of the first ones I saw was "Hail Satan," I guess.
Yo, real.
It's like, when did I say that, and in what context?
Don't need a context, just real, bro.
Hail Satan, I guess.
Hashtag real.
Yeah, I guess really sent me. I was like, what the fuck?
That's so funny. All right. Everybody who was part of the Zagulta Kickstarter, make sure that you check your emails for the backer kit surveys and fill those out ASAP so you can get your stuff, choose add-ons, etc., etc. Those of you who were not part of the Zagulta Kickstarter, late pledges are still being accepted until the end of this month, so you can still go in and pledge for some late stuff. That ends at the end of this month. And also, those who did not get in on Zagulta, and those who did, there's a pre-order store on the backer kit, so if you want to buy stuff from that, you also have that option. So make sure you go take care of those. But I can't stress enough, go find your backer kit surveys and fill them out. We need those, otherwise your stuff won't be counted. But with that, I'd say that we're... With Muntheris dead...
Nice.
And Undead Fortitude not getting to do what it did because they got crit on. Good job, Anna.
Damn.
Woo!
Sorry,
MVP
y'all don't
of the
hear this,
session.
but outside just exploded.
Outside just exploded.
This is
Is that hail?
Oh my
What?
god!
Hell?
It's just rain.
Oh my god!
Damn.
It's heavy. It was not
Damn.
doing that, but 5 seconds ago.
I say
Oh, is
Muntheris
that
is
good?
dead.
I
It's
was
that
feeling-
good rain.
No, it's that good rain.
It's that good rain.
It's time to cuddle up and watch the Lorax, I guess.
Yeah. God's
Full circle.
It's that
God's a
good rain,
Muntheris
but only
fan.
gone in like 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, exactly.
God's Muntheris
Very
fan.
happy the roofers came through over this entire week because
Jeepers. Honestly, give us some of that. It's been getting so hot. I'm sure it's hotter down there, but it's been getting so hot this week.
getting warm.
Yep.
It is getting warm. It's gonna get dry.
Yeah. All right, people at home. We will see you guys in a couple of weeks. I might stream something on the interim. Also, I think when we come back next time, I think we'll also extend our multi-streaming over to the Project Mouthwash YouTube side. So, we'll getting quite a large crowd that's not directly exposed to Nat19 is going to be immediately made aware again of it. So we'll see how that goes. See you guys around. Bye bye.
You're loved and appreciated.
Hey.